Okay. Before I even beat 520 mod, I do have an actual strategy for this shit now, by the way. I am going to be going for each and every single one of these characters and describe them, what they do. And I don't know what they do to the fullest extent, because this game is pretty recent. But I do know their basic mechanics, and most, if not at least half, of the timings. So we're starting off with Freddy. Freddy's gonna learn something right now. And Freddy doesn't really go in any of these two cameras, down here, cam 9, cam 8. He always alternates between cam 4, cam 7, cam 6, and I don't think he goes into cam 5. I don't remember him ever coming into cam 5. When he's in cam 7, he can't do anything here, so he comes back to cam 4. Him being in cam 7 is essentially just like a free movement opportunity wasted. He's essentially non-threatening here. And here, you can see him coming in here. He does nothing. He can't go through this little door here. What's it called again? Fucking Freddy fast food delivery machine. Real thing. He doesn't go through that. He'll always come in and leave cam 7. Or party room B. In party room A, he has two options. He'll either go in, he'll be poised to attack this door here, which will close and block him from coming into, or he'll come in through the top vent up here, in which he will then appear in this camp, crossing over, and then in this camp, when he's ready to attack, you can block him with the fan here. That's how you block that attack. So you have to either block this entrance here for Freddy, or you block this entrance here for Freddy. Otherwise, there's really not much else to worry about. There is another thing about Freddy that is quite deadly, and it is worth knowing about, and that's when he goes into this vent, comes into this area here. We need some time before I can even show you this. And then when he finally comes to cap 10, if you don't block him from attacking, he won't directly kill you straight away. Instead, he'll come close to the screen, in which his head will appear in the bottom right of the screen down here, and he'll become a lot more active. You'll see him alternating between cameras a lot faster in this state. Here he is down here. Here he is down here now, and here he is ready to attack this. I'm not going to block this off because there's another way you can block him from attacking here. That's simply by blocking this. That'll prevent him from entering. Without a head, he's not going to be as visible, and that's one of the biggest deterrents from when you do this, because you'll be cutting through cameras a lot in 520 mode. So it is best to ensure that his head isn't cut off and that he isn't enraged. And I'm just going to let him come close and kill me here. You'll see the timings. Very fast. Another thing I could show you is how fast it'd kill you from the vents, but you'll be able to hear him ready to attack at that point. One more thing I am going to show though is the sounds he makes. I didn't really sit to listen out for any of the sounds he makes. There are sounds that he does make when he's crawling through the vents, and they are very, very quiet sounds, but it's something you definitely need to listen out for. Because you don't really need to check this camera unless you hear those sounds, but they are really quiet, so if you aren't going to check through this camera, you need a damn good reason not to. It could be a strategy of checking these cameras here and alternating between these cameras. That's a decent strategy in 520. That's one that I'm adopting for my run personally. Listen out for this sound. That sound there is when he's in the vents. We'll play a louder version of that sound when he goes to the vent. I'll let that play out next time. That's the sound right there. Listen out a bit longer. that's the sound. It's a bit louder. It isn't the exact same sound now that I think about it. But definitely something to listen for. Here he is, ready to attack in cam. And that's the sound of him getting really close. That timing's really quick, and that's, if you're fighting against him with his head on, he's going to be a lot less aggressive. Bonnie, a lot less complicated than Freddy. Very, very easy to deal with, honestly. I'd say not as easy as Chica, but definitely second easiest. Crafting his attacks isn't too bad either. He works in a different way to Chica in that his pathing is about the same. He can path from cam 1 to 2, then he has a chance of pathing to cam 9, which, like Freddy in cam 7, it does nothing, and he'll just come back to cam 2. He'll path to cam 4, and then there's a chance to path to either cam 8 or cam 5. When he's in cam 5, he'll attack the fast food delivery area, and when he's in cam 8, he'll path straight to your office in the next movement, which he gets. That succeeds. Here it is, another guy ready to attack my office. When he's attacking your office, there's one way to counter him, and you do get a lot of leeway time here. You need to wait for him to show his eyes. You can stare at each other for a wee bit, then you can turn this off. Lower his head, you're Gucci. He's not going to attack you. And he'll be back in either cam 2 or cam 4, I think. That's something I didn't mention with Freddy. I think Freddy comes back to cam 2 or 4. I think it's the same with all animatronics except Foxy. He's in cam 5 now. Block him off with the door. Here he is in cam 4 now. That's so much leeway time. For Bonnie, you can hear him coming to the office. Turn the car off when he's here. He'll go with the faster you turn this off, otherwise you can have a staring contest with him for a little bit and you'll be fine. This is the only cam you need to worry about Bonnie. And that's pretty much it when it comes to Bonnie. I guess the last thing I can talk about is how quick the deaths are. We'll do this one here. It'll be a lot slower than Freddy. The anticipation is worse than the jump scare. Alright. Chica. Chica's similar to Bonnie. Chica messes with this one, and this one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now Chica's on all. But Chica has the extra movement in this area, so I think that works for Chica. If we take away attacking positions, and by attacking positions I mean attack and then attacks. So like she's in here, but she can also be up here. So Chica's movement there was cam 1, cam 2, cam 4, cam 8, cam 4 again at the very back, and then office. We did a bit of a show. Chica's now in cam 7, I believe. Yep. Where she will attack this man after one move, in which will enable the door and block it from attack. Usually takes around 5 to 10%. I'd say like 6, 7, 10%. Chica's back in here already. That was really fast. I'll just show you what it's like if she comes into the door. Chica did get into my office, and that's the soundtrack you'll hear to know that she's there. And I've lost a fight. So you'll see this jump scare now. You'll see what happens. That's what happens if you miss those shots. Apparently I missed those shots. It can be a bit fidgety at times. I think it is just a bit precise, that's all. I did get used to it, and I did manage to beat 550 at the point of recording this. Foxy. This one's the pain in the ass. This one is what completely fucked me in my winning run. But I still managed to survive from the second order to the third with my electricity gun. Which is is actually quite insane. Foxy, you'll hear that knocking. That means Foxy's doors are open. Foxy won't make any other sounds. That's the only indication that you know Foxy's active. Foxy moves from cam 3, 2 to 9, and if he's aggressive, he'll switch to cam 2, 4, and 5. I don't know if he alternates from cam 2 to 4. I don't know if it's cam 9 to 4. I think because cam 2 is an intersection between cam 3 and 9, that it could also be an intersection from cam 9 to 4, but I don't know. This is his attacking phase. Refresh cameras, that'll get rid of him and electrify him. And he'll be returned either to cam 2 or to cam 3, I believe. I think he returns to cam 3, but he leaves really quickly to cam 2. And there's an indicator that you'll know that he's aggressive. And that indicator is after you attack him, after you refresh cameras, he will look straight into the camera, and that's a sign of aggression. Right, that's his attack phase started. So, he's ready to attack. My presumption is that he'll move to cam 2. But I might be wrong. He doesn't move to cam 2. He moves straight to cam 4 then, so it's cam 9 to cam 4. And then to cam 5, where he'll attack this door. Close the door, block him off. Once you've blocked him off, that's his attacking phase over, he'll switch back to backstage. He's in the attacking phase again. I'm going to show you what it's like if he attacks. You'll know that it's distinctly different from both Bonnie and Chica, and I think Freddy as well. I think Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica are the same in how they attack and the sounds that they make during the attack, but you know that Foxy is faster, and you'll be hearing that right now. See him come through, and he will attack shortly after, like it will be 5 seconds, I think, maybe 6. Foxy will then be returned back to stage 3, cam 3, down to cam 2. I'm going to use cams, not the actual names, those I don't give a fuck. And I'm going to show you what it's like when he takes off your electricity, because this is kind of dangerous. And there's no going back from this. Once this happens, you'll probably have to like change up your strategy to fight up all the other enemies. And this is why Foxy is a huge thing in the ass. Enable backup. And what happens now? Look down at the bottom left, you see 10%, 11%, 12%, the camera studies its battery. So Foxy is now in cam 4. Presumably he'll go into cam 5, and if we were to block him off, go back to cam 2. I'm not quite sure what he does then. I'm going to try and keep an eye on him as well as I can. Doesn't seem to move. Because there's no reason for him to come down to cam 9 because the cameras have been deactivated. Like, I guess he does, he just chills there, that's cool. Just very pleased with his work. Moves from cam 9 to cam 4. Okay. This is territory I've not yet treaded. I'm gonna let him attack. Because I don't think it changes. Yeah, I don't think it changes. Straight terrified. You can block him off. Gucci. And I'm dead because I didn't manage to block him off. And that's how fast it can escape. That's ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure it's the exact same way if you get an attack from him before he takes down the electricity. I'm pretty sure he's done that during an aggressive phase. That fast. Threadbear. Something I've never seen before. I'm gonna let him attack these characters. I don't know what happens if he does. This is uncharted territory for me because I've never had this happen before. Is that really just it? Okay, that's interesting. So, what happens is he attacks these cameras. When he attacks these cameras, he'll jump scare the camera, and you'll need to go back to cam 9 and refresh the cameras, presumably. Otherwise, he's just going to be blocking the face. Now, alternatively, he could go to cam 4, and you could spend a phase looking up in this event, and then spend another phase climbing into the event, and then spend another phase which you can use the phantom. We return back here, or in cam 8, which I saw before, and we go back to cam 4, or to cam this movement means that he's going to go into rooms. This room in particular, close the door again. This is wild card. This is a wild card if you've ever seen it. Here he is attacking us. You can block his attack, I didn't show this, but just refresh the camera and Foxy will disappear. Back to camp 2 presumably. Confirm that all those into one. He's in this room again. That's shit. But I guess I can show you what happens when he does attack. And it's completely different from all the other animatronics. He doesn't actually attack by jumping into the vent and coming after you. He blocks it entirely and jams like a quick. And I keep calling it a vent. I don't give a shit at this point. There's a way to get him out of there. It's simple, but it consumes so much. It takes around like 29-28%. Can go through that. If not, you just have to trust my word. Party room A. Ooh, party room A. Here we go. He's in party room A now. Ready to attack this. Close the door in. So we've already seen what it's like when he attacks. It's just the exact same thing. Now, I haven't seen it in Camp 5 before, but I'll show that over again. That's it there. It's just the exact same thing. I guess that is his only method of killing me. Anyways, I'm just going to show the jump scare because I don't know if he does go to Camp 5. I have seen it happen before, I'm just saying. Though it is a lot rarer. Actually seen him actually attack the vent. I don't think blocking it actually got him out. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how he works in Camp 5. I'm sorry about that. We didn't cover all corners, but I don't even know if he attacks Camp 5 or not. That's really all there is to this game that I know. There's probably more out there if there's some clarification that anyone could provide. It'd be nice. I could do some more testing and figure it out and update people, I guess, but I'm not really wanting to do that. I've beaten this game, I've done everything I need to do in this game. I'm sure there might be some secrets. If so, I'll probably check them out, because I did beat 520, and I guess that's all I really care about, but secrets are also cool. Nice to see some Easter eggs. Anyways, that's about it.